Hey guys, this is the lehrbehr in an 8-4, no, this isn't an 8-4 technically, this is a cube draft, single limb. So, I'm just looking at some of these, we're going to put them in cards from the top of your library into your hand, then look at the exile cards and put them in the top of your library in any order. So, I'm just gonna run this through. I'm not very good at this format, tell you that right now, but we'll see what we can do. Shunted Growth. Target player chooses 3 cards from his or her hand and puts them on top of his library in any order. So there's Gideon in this pack, that's pretty strong. Scroll Rack is also decent, I think. It can be pretty powerful, and just like cycling through cards in your hand. Let's see, what else is there? Stagger Shock is a removal spell. Hell's Thunder, there's some good mono. I think I'm going to take the Scroll Rack. It keeps me out of a color. Hopefully somebody else will do that for me, but we'll see what else we can get in here. There's Cursed Scroll in this pack. There is Brainstorm, which is obviously awesome. Psychotog is here as well. I mean, he's not that great, actually. I think the pick in this pack is really between Cursed Scroll and Brainstorm. Cursed Scroll obviously works better in an aggro type deck, whereas Brainstorm is just really good. I really like Brainstorm a lot. I think I'm gonna take that here. I don't know much about this format in general, like what the cube is actually like. I drafted this once yesterday and I ended up winning, so I tried it again to see how it would go. I think if we had taken like a red card out of the last pack, Cursed Scroll would be the pick here. Pretty powerful, but I think I'm just gonna grab the Brainstorm here. Well, in the next pack, what do we have? There's Chain Lightning, which is obviously very good. What else is there? On Burial Rites, if there was that, there's definitely some kind of, what's it called, effect in this set. Like a graveyard-based deck in this set. Mole Drifter is very solid, but sometimes it's just a divination. I think the strongest card in this pack is the Chain Lightning. Like, there might be like a red deck, a mono red deck in this like pack, and we could go with the mono red, just ditch the Brainstorm. We could probably still play Scroll Rack. We would have wanted to take that Cursed Scroll though, which sucks. We could also take the Impulse, but I think I'm going to grab the Chain Lightning here. The card's very good. So in the next pack, there's not much blue, so it looks like this Brainstorm might be dead. There is some good red in here, though, with Pillar Flame. We also have Countryside Crusher, which is solid. Strip Mine is obviously very good. Strip Mine is very, very good. That makes me want to take it. But there's also Countryside Crusher. Olivia's fine. Vengevine is also very good. I think the pick here is really between the Countryside Crusher or the Strip Mine. Strip Mine is just so powerful sometimes. But I think maybe I want to go with this mono red deck and I'll grab this Countryside Crusher. There was a Scroll Rack in the last pack. In the second pack, which maybe means that like the aggro deck is open. Also, I think Pillar Flame is decent, so I'm going to grab this Countryside Crusher. In the next pack, Buried Alive, so like there's definitely a what's it called in this set? There's definitely a graveyard-based deck in this pool. What is really here? There's nothing terribly much. Obstinate Bailiff is fine. Maybe you would want to take the Windbrisk Heights and go like red-white or something. Taurine Mauler is not bad. It's not the greatest though. But nothing else in this pack is really standing out to me. I mean, Arbor Elf is fine as well. Maybe we want to take the Arbor Elf and go green. I'm fine just taking the Taurine Mauler, maybe trying to go mono red. Ooh, Bloodbraid Elf. That's good. Definitely looks like green is open in this pack. Prey Upon is solid, but I love the Cloudscape too. But I don't think blue is really open in this pack. I'm just gonna snatch up this Bloodbraid Elf. Card is, I love playing with that card. Ooh, Siege Gang Commander and Urabrask, not bad. Natural Order, also very good. If you have the deck for it. There's a Sinkhole here, so there's like an LD deck in here as well. What's better, Siege Gang Commander or Urabrask? I think I like Siege Gang Commander a little bit more, but that's just me. I do like Siege Gang Commander. I think I'm gonna grab the Siege Gang Commander and play, maybe splash this Bloodbraid Elf. Yeah, Siege Gang Commander can just do some ridiculous things. I'm gonna grab that there. Ooh, here's a Curd Ape too, to go with our green splash. This seems pretty good. I'm liking this. Yeah, that seems like an odd. That seems like an easy pick. Ooh, okay. So here we have both of the mono red cards came back to us. We can take the Stagger Shock or we take the Hell's Thunder. I think I like Stagger Shock a little bit better. I like the burn here. Blastoderm's also solid as a 5/5 for 4, but I think I like the removal spell here. Also, I don't think we want to. I think, you know, Curd Ape and Bloodbraid Elf is a decent reason to stay green instead of taking this Terminate. So I'm gonna grab the Stagger Shock. I like the burn a little bit better than the Hell's Thunder. Here we have a Gendry of the Spires, which seems perfectly fine. Nothing much else here. I'm gonna grab that. 6/1 coming to the face, and on turn 3 is not bad. Not bad at all. What else is in here? Let's see. Ooh, here's a Jade Mage. It's not bad. I'm not sure if we'll play it. There are some other decent cards in here, like the Silverblade Paladin's also very good. Especially in an aggro deck, but I'm just gonna grab the Jade Mage there. It can work sometimes. You never know. We'll see. Hopefully we can pick up some more mono red cards and run this mono. Oh, it's not mono red. We're splashing green, but we want to pick up some fixing too. Any fetch lands, any red green duels if we find them, anything like that. Here we get destroy target non-basic or Pillar of Flame. I do love Pillar of Flame. There's also Olivia Voldaren in here. Obviously very good, but we can't use the black side of her, which is bad. Or we could if we just abandoned this green. But I think I'm just going to grab the Pillar of Flame here. Ooh. Vines of Vastwood or Volshock Refugee. I think I'll grab the Volshock Refugee. Or Tragic Slip, not bad. And a last pick Urabrask, which is definitely solid. I'll take a 4/4 for haste in this deck. And it's not the worst you can do. I really wish we had picked up that Cursed Scroll though. If we had taken the Cursed Scroll instead of the Brainstorm, this deck would be looking really good right now. In this pack, there's Steam Vents, which, I mean, we could use that to splash the Brainstorm, actually, which might not be bad. There's the Kargan Dragonlord, which I think is probably going to be the pick here. I don't see much else in terms of, like, playables for us. So I'm just going to grab this, the Dragonlord. Right now, I probably want to hide this Jade Mage. It's probably not going to be played. We really want to try to go as mono-red as possible. In the next pack, there really isn't that much. There is... yeah. Not much at all. We could play we could grab the Apocryphite. It doesn't seem great. There's like, I think we probably just want to cut a card from this pack. Reckless Charge is gonna wheel. It's a pretty weak pack overall. I think I'll snatch up the Woolly Thoktar just in case we splash white and green. Maybe? I mean, it's possible. Yeah, I'll just snatch that up. Probably won't play it though. Ooh, Brimstone Volley. That's pretty good. What else is in this pack? Kager's nice. Isochron Scepter. That would be awesome with Chain Lightning. I hope that wheels. I doubt it will, but that'd be awesome if it will. But I think we just gotta take the burn spell here. Brimstone Volley is obviously very good, and I will snatch that up happily. Wildfire Chandra in this pack for us. Troll Ascetic. Frequent Liege, not that great. Caracas. Do we just want to take the Planeswalker here? Play the Planeswalker? I think that seems fine. I mean, I don't think I'm going to play anything else. Like, Wildfire is probably the next card that we would take out of this pack. I don't think we're green enough. I'm not even sure if we're going to be... We'll probably splash the green for the Curd Ape and something like that, but... And the Bloodbraid Elf, but I think we just grab the Chandra here. Would like some 2-drops as well. Some more 1-drops would also be nice. For this red deck, mono red deck. This is interesting. Ember Hauler is solid. There's also Thundermaw Hellkite. Fauna Shaman is decent. But I don't think there's really like any crazy creatures that we want to get. Choose 4 lands you control and destroy those lands. Then choose 4 lands he or she controls, destroy those lands. Then deals each creature. So this is Wildfire. We could take the Thundermaw Hellkite, or we could take the Ember Hauler. I'm more in the mood to... We have like some decent 5-drops already. I want to take this Ember Hauler, use that for you know, some damage, and also just get through some early damage with it. I like it better than the Thundermaw Hellkite, even though Thundermaw Hellkite is more powerful. I like the Ember Hauler here just for the sake of our mana base. Not our mana base, our curve. Here is a Giant Solifuge is solid. Scavenging Ooze is also very good. Stormcrypt Berserker, not bad. I think the pick really comes down to the Berserker or the Giant Solifuge. What's gonna come back in this pack? Only 1 card, probably the Naturalized. Berserker is solid. Giant Solifuge. It's a 4/1, it's only gonna get in probably once. I think I like the Berserker a little bit more. I want to keep the curve low, so I'm gonna grab the Berserker there. Ooh, this is a nice pickup. This is Engineered Explosive. The Step Links is also very good in this kind of deck, but I think we gotta take the Hellspark Elemental. Very solid card. It's also Niv Mizzet, which is, if we were still playing that Brainstorm, would probably be pretty good, but I'm gonna grab that Hellspark. Seems pretty good. Right now we're looking pretty solidly like mono red. I like this deck so far. And we have a decent amount of burn. Scroll Rack I think works well in this deck. So there's Koth and there's Zozu. Zozu is solid. So is Koth. Koth is just ridiculous sometimes. The +1 is just going to do nasty things, and then if we ever go off on it, it's really powerful. I think I like the Koth here a little bit more than Zozu. Zozu's really nice, but I'm going to take the Koth. The Planeswalker is just a little too good to pass up. Here, I'm just going to take the best card. I think the best... What's the worst card for us? I'm just going to snatch up the Fiend Hunter. Whatever. We're looking pretty good right now, I have to say. I'm gonna, as much as I think that Reckless Charge is amazing, not really. I'm just gonna hack the Silver Knight just because protection from red is obviously gonna be very bad for us. Here, Goblin Goon. Probably not playable. Either Plague Sliver, I hope our opponent plays it. I'm just gonna take the Tracker here. I don't think we'll play it. We're still looking for some red-green duels, so that way we can splash this Bloodbraid Elf and the Curd Ape. In this pack, I'm just gonna take... I'll just hack the Wildfire. Probably hide it. I don't think we're gonna be playing it. Probably don't want to be playing that Volshock Refugee either. It doesn't seem very good. What else? What else? What else? I really wish we had picked up that Cursed Scroll. Ooh, Thundermaw Hellkite came back. There's also a Treetop Village. Not bad in terms of in terms of a land that's going to bash in. I don't mind that, actually. I don't think I'm going to play the Thundermaw Hellkite here. Naturalize came back with Giant Solifuge. I was thinking about grabbing up that Giant Solifuge anyway, so I'll pick that up. Brine Elemental. Yeah, I mean, as much as Thundermaw Hellkite's like really powerful, I think that, you know, we're looking for some lands, some green lands. We definitely want to pick up a red-green duel if we see one. Ooh, Sword of Body in mind. That seems good. I don't think anybody's playing mono red. So the pick here is obviously the sword. Sword is the pick all the time, I think, in Cubed. I think it's like one of the most powerful things you can open, obviously. Chandra's Phoenix, I think, will come back out of this pack. I don't think a lot of people are playing mono red. So I'm going to grab the sword here and hope that Chandra's Phoenix comes back. I'll keep the Treetop Village open. We may not be able to play this Curd Ape or the Bloodbraid Elf, which would be really sad, but I'm actually like... I mean, consistency, there's something to be said for consistency. Hopefully that Chandra's Phoenix comes back. Yeah, I mean, like, we look pretty good here. We definitely have some burn. We have some decent creatures as well. So I'm definitely okay with this deck. In the next pack, there's Chaos Warp, which is removal. There's Grafted War Gear. I think that might come back to us, though. I'm not sure, though. Can never be sure. But Chaos Warp is just a removal spell. This flat removal. Grafted War Gear is very powerful, though. Do I think this Chaos Warp? Do you think this Grafted War Gear will come back? I think it will. Honestly, I'm gonna take this Chaos Warp. Do I? Maybe I just want to take this Grafted War Gear and hope that, you know, it's like a solid playable for us. Yeah, I'll just take the Grafted War Gear. It's definitely just a solid playable. Here there's Slagstorm, Bitter Blossom, but I think the clear pick for us is really the Vexing Devil. This Loxodon Hierarch is going to be bad against us, but I think we'll just snatch the Vexing Devil. There's also a Tarmogoyf, but I don't think we're really green. We might cut the green at this point. I'll grab that Vexing Devil. Not quite the dual land that we were looking for. Pulse of the Field destroys us. I might just hack that to make sure that nobody else has it. There's nothing much else in this pack for us anyway. The Blood Knight's fine, but I mean, like, we don't really need it. I'd rather just... Pulse of the Field absolutely destroys this deck. Chandra, Firebrand. So have both Chandras. We could take the Arid Mesa, but we don't have a dual land to go with it, so like I don't know what we would do with it. We might just have to cut this green, which sucks, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. I think we gotta take this Chandra, Arid Mesa. I mean, do we need it? We don't. I don't think we can splash the green, as much as I hate to say. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna take the fixing, just in case. We could still pick up something. Ooh, Goblin Guide. Goblin Guide versus Incinerate. Oh, Incinerate's good, but I think Goblin Guide's the best one-drop, like aggro one-drop you could hope for. This kind of deck, as much as I love direct damage, I'm gonna hack this Goblin Guide all day. All day. There you go. There's the red-green duel we were looking for. There's a Volcanic Hammer in here, which is great. This Price of Progress might be playable in our deck, but I think we gotta just take the fixing, and, you know, it's a good thing that we picked up that Arid Mesa. Probably play like a couple of forests to make sure that we can get that Curd Ape to be a 2/3. But I think this deck is looking pretty solid so far. We need to cut one card. I think I'd probably cut the Urbrask. It doesn't seem very good. Plateau here, splashes. If we were splashing white, that'd be nice, but we're not. This Rancor, though, is very good. I think it's better than 10th Street Hooligan. If we're splashing green, we might as well, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab this Rancor. And go with, Rancor seems pretty good in this kind of deck. I think we probably want to cut this Urbrask. Not sure what else. Maybe the Genju of the Spires? That seems fine. I don't know, we'll see. Yep, Chandra's Phoenix did come back out of that pack, so that's definitely really good. Not sure what we want to cut though. Chaos Warp came back along with Torch Fiend. I'm gonna just take this Chaos Warp. Not sure if we'll play it though. We do have a lot of direct burn. Yeah, so I'm not sure if we really need it. What else do we need? How many forests do we want to play in this deck? We might not be able to play this treetop. I think we have to, though. The treetop village? I mean, like... What if we don't? Is this Volshock Refugee good? I don't think so. Let's see. Scroll Rack seems pretty good. If we had taken that Cursed Scroll, this deck would be absolutely nuts. At least I'd imagine. It seems like the power level of this deck is really powerful. I think the power level of this deck is very good. This is my opinion. What else is there? Let's see, we have 25 playables right now. Could we go down to 16 lands? Probably. Do I feel safe doing so? Might not. We are heavy on 3. Here's Brushland, Falling Glacier. I'm just gonna grab this, just cause. I don't think I'm playing anything else. Whatever. Blood Knight came back, not bad, not bad. 2/2 First Strike is solid. Sorin's Thirst. Yeah. I don't think anybody will be playing it, but whatever. Deals 2 damage to target creature or player if we have Threshold. I don't think we'll ever reach Threshold. Price of Progress is a nice little pickup at the end, but I don't think we'll ever reach Threshold for the Barbarian Ring, but you never know. Alright, so let's just throw all the red cards in there. Chain Lightning, Genju, Goblin Guide, Curdy, maybe not. Polar Flame, Beckham Devil. Let's go with all of these guys. Probably the Chaos Orb, honestly, but I'll throw it in there for now. Chandra's Phoenix, Countryside Crusher. I don't think I want to be playing that. Okay. And then all of our artifacts. And we're at 23 already, so do we want to, like, play all these cards? Like, do we just want to go with the mono red and get as much consistency as possible, or do we want to splash this green, which would be this? The Solid Future will probably go in there. So that is mono red. The green is really for these 2 cards, and then we don't even have to play the Curd Ape. We only have 12 creatures in here. 2 planeswalkers. I mean, we could cut the Chaos Warp and then put in these 3. So what would we want? What would we? We could always. We cut the Chaos Warp and then play. Let's see, Curdape goes there, Blood Raid Elf, and then Rancor. We have 14 creatures, 25. We would need to cut 1 card. I think I just want to go with consistency. As much as, like, those cards are solid, I think the consistency is just better. So I'm going to put in the Chaos Warp. 12 creatures. Genju is 13. So that's probably enough to play all of these guys. Do I want to? Koth is sort of like a creature. Not really. Let's see. Do we want to play this Chaos Warp? It seems fine. I mean, sometimes it could just blow us out of the water sometimes, though. But sometimes it'll just, I mean, it'll do its job half the time it might kill us, end up killing us. So we could play the Arid Mesa. I would definitely want to play the Arid Mesa. Play the Barbarian Ring, because if we do hit Threshold, it'll be good. I mean, like, it'll deal damage to us sometimes, but Other times it'll be fine. Play the Curd Ape. How much mana would we be screwed over? We do have a lot of double red on turn 2. I think this is fine the way it is. I'm gonna run like this. 23. Do we need? Maybe we can throw in one more card. The Volshock Refugee. That doesn't seem that great. Urbrask? Maybe. Price of Progress. Twice the number of non-basics. Yeah, that seems fine. I mean, like, if we can always board it out if we see somebody with a lot of non-basics or something, but, I mean, I don't think I want to be playing Urbrask. It doesn't seem that powerful. I mean, it is powerful, but it doesn't seem that crazy. There's Price of Progress can... maybe we just want to board that in. Maybe we want to play the Urbrask now. I don't think I want to be playing the Volshock Refugee. It doesn't seem that great. So that would be... But then we would have a lot of mana. Okay. Let's talk about this. Right now, we're at 23. I want to be playing 16 lands, but if I put in the Urbrask, that probably means I need to go up to 17. The Price of Progress means that at least I can do 16 lands and probably be pretty safe. Just 16 mountains plus these two guys. I think that's what I want to do. I mean, like, most of the time in draft, you want to... Most of the time in Cube, I think you end up having some kind of non-basic land on the field. So I'm okay playing the Price of Progress. There's twice the number of non-basics. If they have 2 out, it can be 4 damage, which is very nice. I'm actually fine with that. So yeah, I'm gonna run with this. A little light on creatures, but we do have a decent amount of direct damage and stuff like that. We do have 2 planeswalkers as well, so I'm gonna run with this. No, we already added land, so I'm gonna submit, and I'll see you guys in round 1.